All right, good morning. Thank you for joining us again. I'm Elise, filling in for Gigi, here with Jim today.
Yeah, we're back with you here at 8 a.m. Going to get you updated on a few more things. I'll talk a little more about our forecast into the weekend here. Time that Saturday rain out for you guys. And again, this is not a big shut it down, lock yourself in the house rain event. Yeah. Patchy light raindrops at times, enough probably to keep the roads wet. Many areas through the day tomorrow, but we're not going to put much in any rain gauges. 1/10 of an inch is looking like a lot the way it stands right now, but clouds all day, so on and off showers. So we'll talk about that, get you guys set for the weekend, then get into the really good news next week. All that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, sounds good, but first we have a fun little story. I got to cover a race where people were starting off their new year on a healthy first step, so a good little story today. I had to throw in the one that I got to cover because it was so fun. It was a nice day out there.
Yeah, a little running. Some folks running yesterday in Greenville. And you're right, it's a nice way to say, you know what, I'm going to make that change this year. Yeah. I'm going to start on a healthy note. So a lot of folks did that yesterday morning.
Healthy start to the new year. Yeah. Here it is.
Start 2026 off on the right foot.
Yeah, this year is all about planning it out, being intentional, and really accomplishing goals and keeping promises to yourself.
Hundreds of runners gathered for the annual Restart 5K Fun Run at Fleet Feet on Thursday. Organizer Tony Parker says participation has really taken off since the first race over a decade ago.
I've started this about 15 years ago, and when Fleet Feet moved into town, they partnered with us. So we went from 12 runners the first year to over 200 now.
The race is free, but Parker says the 5K partners with the Pet Food Pantry of Eastern North Carolina and asks runners to bring a bag of pet food when they participate. And for many, the fun run is just the beginning of a healthy 2026.
My resolution this year is to run an ultra marathon, so I might as well start, with the easy stuff with the 5K.
Runners at the 5K aren't the only ones working towards a healthier new year, as others are kicking off their goals through gym memberships.
The next week we should have a lot more people coming in and signing up due to, some people are still on the holiday break, they have that in their mind, so next week we should see a more influx of people coming in and signing up.
And as for the runners, they started the new year off strong and finished their 5K run feeling accomplished.
All right, that was a good time yesterday.
Yeah, and I'm glad the weather held up for the folks out there. It was chilly, but sunny and dry. Today, clouds are going to start coming in, but we'll stay dry again today and really get a little warmer. Those mid-50s yesterday should make it close to 60 this afternoon. I'm going to dig into that. Are you a runner?
I used to be. I was in track and cross country in high school. I try now to get out.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I've got all these little nuggets floating around in my head. It's like, does Elise run? Because I know Gigi runs quite a bit, and some of the rest of you guys, but my running days have kind of slowed down a little bit. Try to jog a little bit here and there.
I try to get out there.
Yeah, but the new year is here, so hopefully a nice a workout routine getting going. All right, let's talk weather. I'll switch gears. We'll pull that weather computer up. And again, the news is generally real good over the coming days. I wanted to start you off with a look at where those highs are going to go today all the way through the end of next week. So you're going to see a yellow line pop on this graphic. That's where we should typically be this time of the year, mid-50s. All right, so this actually starts tomorrow, this graphic. And let me pull that banner off so you can see the bottom on there. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, below normal by 5-6 degrees. Sunday, we may not make 50. Saturday and Monday, if we get over 50, it won't be by much. So around 50 degrees after today. Today's 60, and then those below normal temps. And then look at next week. Once we get out of the kickoff of the week on Monday, the numbers start to pop nicely. 61 to 67 Tuesday, Wednesday, going towards that 70-degree mark as we get to Thursday, Friday. In fact, I think Friday, Saturday, inland areas. If the data holds, and I like the setup, it's a good setup to get some 70s in here late week into the weekend. And we do this occasionally. It doesn't happen often in January, but we do occasionally see 70s, and this might be one of those lucky weekends where we do just that. All right, we're far from it right now. Washington at 36 degrees. And again, generally blue skies, just a few contrails up there over Grifton right now. Southern Pitt County 37. That was a frosty sub-freezing temp a few hours ago, but numbers climbing nicely. There's another gorgeous shot. So many beautiful waterfront communities in eastern NC. This is one of them, Neuse River Cam down in New Bern, 38. And then what's my next stop? Oh, the airport in Greenville. The Fly PGV Cam. Good day for flying as well. Winds will be under 10, clear skies. Clouds will thicken later today. In fact, by late day, will be pretty overcast as the sun's setting into tonight. All right, and the satellite radar right now looks good. Loop that through the overnight. There's nothing there. That little thin high cloudiness back to the west will slowly become a little more pronounced after lunchtime into the afternoon. With the ETA on the raindrops, there they are back to the west. ETA for our backyards around, I'm going to say 9 a.m.-ish tomorrow, give or take. Give me a little bit of room on that. It's not a lot of rain back there, but the rain you do see should hold together and survive the trip to eastern NC on our Saturday. All right, so let's get into the details. There's all the temps right now. Those 20s hanging on to the north with those frosty windshields, and then again down on the coast. Outer Banks, I'm going to say low 40s, and then we hit 50s from Hatteras southbound through Ocracoke to Cape Lookout. The Cedar Island ferry launch probably around 50 there, right down towards North Topsail Beach in Onslow County as well. Southwest wind 5, occasionally hitting a 10, maybe a 15 on the coast as we go through the day. You can see those numbers clicking up nicely. Lunchtime today, double nickels, sunny skies, mostly sunny, little thin high cloudiness, and then the clouds get lower and thicker later today, but no rain in there. Temps likely getting close to that 60-degree mark. By 4:30, we're a half an hour from sunset, along with the clouds, so the numbers start tapering back down. And then overnight, remember those clouds at night, it's like pulling a blanket over yourself when you're sleeping, traps the body heat, your body heat under the blanket. Clouds trap the heat the earth is radiating out, it keeps it down near the surface. It's like pulling a blanket over your body. We pull a blanket over eastern NC when the clouds build in at night, keeps the warmer air down near the surface. So the numbers don't fall into the 30s, likely maybe mid-40s under the clouds. Then the raindrops show up 7, 8 a.m. Well, inland, 9, 10 a.m. headed northbound. Patchy light rain from really 9 a.m.-ish through sunset into the evening hours. 3 p.m., still raindrops around. 6, 7, 8 p.m., still raindrops around. 9, 10 o'clock, done deal. And the timing could change a little bit. I would say if I'm you guys at home and I'm listening to this, I'm kind of locking in a 9 a.m. to maybe 8 p.m. Time frame, or 9 to 7 or so, for patchy light rain, where I don't want anything water sensitive outside, but I'm not looking at something that's going to cause ponding or puddles. You'll have wet roadways, but 1/10 of an inch of rain or less, that's all we're seeing. There's the numbers on rainfall totals, not a big deal. Going to jump to that 8-day for you guys, get you through the weekend into next week. I showed you the highs the next 8 days. There's the highs with your lows and weather icons as well. 60 today, upper 40s, low 50s. Tomorrow, Sunday, Monday. Coldest night looks like Sunday night will dip back below freezing, maybe as we head to work Monday morning. And it's only upward from there. That 29 next week, coldest temp of the week. The warmest number of the week, the 70 Friday afternoon. Every day the high gets a little warmer. The overnight lows come up a little bit. By late week, the lows aren't getting much below 50. And I talked about that trend continuing into the weekend. So extrapolate that outward. You get a 71, maybe a 72 Saturday, Sunday. Could I end up wrong on that? Sure, it's possible. But I like the consensus, I call it, amongst the models on getting that big warm up. How warm it gets, that may change a little bit, but certainly headed close to 70, if not into the 70s, late week into the weekend.
That's sounding good to me. I'm going to enjoy that and being outside.
Watch when I come back Monday, I'm going to have to take everything back and cry foul.
No.
I don't think that's going to be the case. Feel pretty good on this forecast.
Right, I'm feeling optimistic too.
Good.
Well, thank you, Jim. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Tune back in at 9. Charlie will be with them then, right?
Yep. We'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, Happy New Year.